Hey guys, welcome to another crazy night, art-filled evening. Crazy. Actually, I'm really hoping that it stays chill because I need this. I need a chill evening. Oh guys, hi. Hi, we got Jose, we got Night Course and Ame-chan, we got Sumio and Sefin and Toyin Idea and Case Coyote and Hachipas. Hi Hachipas. Oh, guys. Oh, it's so good to see you guys tonight. It's been kind of a stressful day for me, actually. You know, again, with the... I was making some progress on the ship, and then, something else broke on it, so I'm a little bit stressed out. But, I'm hoping that, this will be a way to ease into the weekend. So, yeah, a little bit. But it's good, you know, it'll be good. That's why I'm glad that, this is gonna be a nice chill art stream. So... Are you threatening me, Case? Are you threatening me in my own stream? Wow. This escalated quickly. How very presumptuous of you. Hey, Turley Tuft. Oh, gosh. It's so nice to have this art stream to end the week with. So, You saw me on Reddit. Oh, yay! Well, welcome. Welcome from Reddit to the land of Luna. Welcome to the lunaverse. I will threaten you with hot dogs, beer boiled ones. See, now, that seems like a waste of perfectly good beer. I mean, unless it's crappy beer that you're using to boil. Because it's like, let's be honest, you're using beer to boil tube meat. That just seems like a waste. I mean, I'm not, there are days... Everything has a season, and to every season there is a reason. So like there's, you know, a season for hot dogs, but I don't think there would ever be a season for beer boiled hot dogs. Pabst. Oh, at Gearman, welcome. Haven't seen you before around here. At Gearman. Who says you can't drink it afterward? Hot beer? Hot? Boiled beer? The boiled hot dog beer. So now it's like dirty hot dog water from a hot dog stand you get on the street, but it's beer now. Okay, before I get too distracted, I mean, hey, Eamon! Speaking of a distraction, just kidding. Yeah, oh, thank you, Modbot. Perfect. So first of all, I just want to check the audio with everybody. Does the audio sound good? And then, if anyone would like to participate tonight, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm doing some live streaming of figure drawing, and I'm following a video on YouTube. I'm just going to be playing it up on my end for me to see and to draw for about 30 minutes or so to do some nude figure drawing. Nudie boobies, so I hope we're all adults here. None of us are adults here. Excellent, audio is good. So if you'd like to draw along, you can follow that link. I have a timer that I'm going to set, that will be above me. Might have to adjust myself in order to be visible, but, over for the timer to be visible. But, I'm going to start the timer. The video has like a 15-minute intro, so the real drawing starts like 15 minutes in, and they're all going to start from 1 minute poses and all the way up to, I think, 4 or 5 minutes. And then after that, we will do some, after I've gotten to warm up a little bit, we'll do some fan art, which I'm really excited about. I've just been kind of on a fan art OC kick lately, and it's good for practicing on digital tablets. 15 seconds. Oh yeah, 15 seconds. Jesus. People, get it together. Okay, so let me start, I will start the video for the drawings. It'll be, and of course there'll be a little bit like a second or two delay, but it's not really gonna matter. So before I get started, who's planning on drawing with me? Anybody? Hi, Chim. Welcome. Okie dokie. Let's get started, I think. I hope some of you will join me. All right, I'm gonna push. It's gonna be like, okay, so here's, I'm going for it. We're going for it. Oh, it's covering my head pieces. All right. Well, my buns. Covering my buns. That's okay. I guess. I can move myself lower. Oh, well, I'm just gonna get started drawing. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I would love to do, but I'm currently editing my YouTube intro. Hey, you know, everybody's got priorities. All right, let's see. Let's get started. I'm probably gonna miss this first figure because I'm gonna be setting my preferences up here. So we're gonna do pencil. We're gonna do dark pencil. I'm gonna do, you know, let's see how big this. Oh, that's good. All right. Okay, let's see. This one's only got like 15 seconds left, so we'll have to do the next one. Kind of want to move that timer. I'm going to move it. Let's see. See if I can move it. Doo-doo! Woo! It floats. There's the timer. Because I don't want it on my forehead. It's a bit distracting to me. I'll put it over there. Excellent. Okay. Anybody joining the stream, that timer is where I am in the video. And the video link is in the chat stream if you just scroll up. If you're just now joining us, you can click on that link and follow along with me. There we go. Excellent. See if I can make a... now I'm gonna run out of time on this one too. All right, we will get started. Next one for sure, I promise. Promises. How is everybody doing tonight? Yes, be opinionated. I look forward to scoffing and rolling my eyes at your opinions. Okay, here we go. I haven't done this in forever. I'm so rusty. Just like my ship. Oh wow, she's... She puts her arm down, weight straight down like that. Goes down past her butt. Oh, and I did her too tall, so she's not... I'm not gonna get her foot in the picture, but that's okay. All just warm up. Time to doodle. Got your first COVID shot. Excellent. How do you feel? You feeling okay? I heard that it knocks some people out. No side effects. Initial dizziness. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, here's the next one. They're fast. I gotta be fast. Can't wait for the 2-minute poses. Oh, and she's got her arm up in it. Everything. I love these poses. There's nothing sadder than a figure drawing model that just sort of does kind of boring poses, you know? This. Quite as dramatic as all that, but quite dramatic. Oh, next one. Switch to a different color. Actually, we'll do that so it's easier to see, because I'm going to do a bunch on one piece of paper. Hamburgers. Coffee and Oh, that reminds me, Case. I tried. It arrived, I think, yesterday, and I tried some of that dandelion coffee concoction. And you know what? Pleasantly surprised. It was pretty okay. I say pretty okay because it's never going to be like, you're never going to... I did not expect it to be coffee. But it is a very pleasant to drink. It is very pleasant to drink. I was not disappointed, so thank you. I will definitely keep it in my repertoire of coffeeless beverages. So thank you for the recommendation. I think I want to make a thicker pencil. Vodka. Vodka is definitely on my list of coffeeless beverages. Has anybody else ever done, like, in the past, done figure drawing, like gone to a figure drawing class or workshop or anything? Oh, we've gotten into the 2-minute ones. Oh, I didn't have to panic as much as I did before. Whoops. What's wrong with some Irish cream instead? Nothing in particular, especially not for next week. Next week's going to be all about the Irish cream if I had access to it. High school art class. You had figure drawing and a nude figure drawing in a high school art class? Oh, you did a... Oh, yeah, Ina. Yeah, Ina does this. She's very good. Oh, nice. Oh, her foot's right there. Mr. Foot. That's no good. I was wondering where the rest of her went. That's illegal. What? Nude figure drawing in high school? Probably. That's why I was surprised. Oh, here we go. Another 2-minute pose. Okay. Oh, she's sticking her. She's standing up straight, but she's got this weird pose where she's got her head back. Her head is back, but she's like twisted. Oh, this is like figure drawing, like expert level figure drawing. This is like, I've been doing figure drawing for years and have not let it slip. It's okay. It's all about warming up. I figured if I was going to be doing some figure drawing in the sense of doing some of my fellow VTubers, that I should probably warm up a little bit and get back into the actual technical parts of it. Puritanical roots are near or far from the surface when it comes to how we treat our youths. Poor youths. Oh gosh, this is a tough one. I once took a figure drawing class and also this is, by the way, I have taken figure drawing classes in my own planet, and while we have similar anatomy, it is a little bit different, and so this is kind of a little bit on the new side for me in many ways. Nothing worth doing is easy. Cowboy up, Gearman. Exactly. Hey, Kanan. This is extremely tough. Exactly. Yeah, it is. It is. But it's good though. Let me see. I'm gonna get a clean slate. Oh, here we go. Oh, I like this pose. This is a seated pose. She's got her head arched way back. She's going way back. I hope she didn't actually have to hold this for very long when she was doing it. See. I probably shouldn't be gaming while watching a stream. Ping-ponging between both is wacky. You do whatever you need to do, man. Whatever works. Sometimes whatever doesn't work. See, now here's where I get messed up, is that her hand, like the proportions, her arm is coming out toward us, and so it will look like kind of stubby when I draw it because I'm rusty, so I'm going to do it wrong initially. But I don't know, I kind of like this so far. This is okay. This is okay. I once spent an entire figure drawing class, nude figure drawing class, just drawing hands and feet because I was so bad at hands and feet. I continue to be bad at hands and feet, but I was like, no, today it's hands and feet day because I'm tired of not doing them right. Oh, I see. Oh, here we go. New color. It's a nipple. Yes, it's a nipple, dear. You have them too, I imagine. Let's see. Oh, how do I want to do this? With a pen, most likely. I had a very good figure drawing teacher once upon a time. And I wish we were not, well, one, I wish I was not stuck in the woods, but I also wish we were not stuck in COVID land, that I might take advantage of such things as figure drawing classes. With flair. Weirdest looking thing out of the bunch. What, the nipple or the drawing as a whole? Kind of dig my sketchy impressionistic stuff. You're just saying that because you know I don't like modern art. Oh. Excuse me. Ah, the modern art gods punished me with uncontrollable coughing. Oh, thumbs and hands. Oh yeah, definitely. Weirdest things, can practice them forever and still get them wrong because of just the mechanics of them. Oh. When I was still hanging around with my painter friend, they just visited skate parks for practice due to their varied body shapes and positions. That's the way to do it. That's tough though, because that's even like harder than this because they're not there posing for you. You have to be able to do gesture drawing at an impressively fast rate, which honestly, there's, when I was learning how to do gesture drawing, you start with like 10-second, 15-second poses, and it's just bam, 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 bam. And it's stressful. It is stressful. And then you move on to these really relatively slow ones, these minute and 2-minute ones. And then if your teacher's really nice to you, you might get a 5-minute one by the end of the class. Unless you're doing like a finished painting, then you'll do like 20-minute ones and... See, how is she? Her head is like turned that. Like she's... That's another thing. I find that one of the biggest mistakes I make is that when I start to draw a figure, I inevitably either draw the head too large or the body too small, and I have to like select and resize the others drawing before I can continue. Gosh, wouldn't it be great to live in, oh gosh, living next to a skate park? That would be a crazy opportunity. Oh, she's getting all dramatic now in this pose. She's laying down, but reaching out with one arm as if to say, "Don't leave me." Think of all of the new drawing you could do with me by your side. Ugh, I'm glad I'm doing this. Kept putting it off because I was afraid of doing it. But then, no. Said, you know, this gives me anxiety coming face to face with my artistic inadequacies. You know what I should do? I should do it live on stream for everybody to watch. And here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You have to deal with scooter kids and children whose mothers think a skate park is a daycare. I can see that. Scooter kids. Oh, this one's a 5-minute pose. Oh, here I am. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? 5. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Let's see if I can do it better. I didn't think we were that far into it already. Also, from certain angles, it's amazing how big certain body parts are. Like, phrasing, but like, not really phrasing, but like just the upper arm. From certain angles, it's enormous, and you don't realize how much it covers when you're trying to do a drawing like this, and then then you're like, wait a minute, that her arm is supposed to come out from there, and it doesn't. It does, but you're doing it wrong, Luna. You're doing it wrong. Titanic. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Case. Yeah, it's always, I did notice, like, when I was doing bigger drawing classes, that, especially in the beginning, is that you'll do 50 drawings and they'll all be like, meh. And then you'll get one just stellar drawing where everything came out perfectly, and you stand back and you stand back with your drawing, showing it to the rest of the class. You're like, you don't say anything, but you're like, eh? And then people roll their eyes at you. Was it Da Vinci that broke down and said your chest should be X palms wide and your face 3 noses tall or something? That sounds like Da Vinci, for sure. I couldn't say for sure, though. You know, I'm gonna do what I did in the other classes. I'm gonna work on her hand. So her hand is like, and she has, I mean, there are guides for proportion, and they're generally helpful, yes. But you know, you occasionally run into a wild card where those proportional rules don't apply. Because life in the universe comes in quite a wide variety. Even within species. Dawn's drawing glove. Hey, Figgy! Yeah! So, if you see the timer, that's the timer. There's a video, maybe Modbot will repost it, but there's a video that I'm following for this, if you would like to follow along. And the timer that's down below is where I am in the video, if you would like to join. If not, scribble at your own discretion. See if you can do a foot before I run out of time. Oh, I can't. Okay. I gotta draw smaller. I gotta learn how to draw smaller here. Trying to remember what my, my teacher taught me. Trying to break things down into shapes, basic shapes. But right now I'm just flailing a little bit. This model that's in this video just has the crazy, like she just arches her head in the craziest positions. Which is great, I'm not complaining, it's just makes my job harder. I like this hand she's got here. I would say. She's got booby, sneaky peek booby coming out here. Sneaking out. Trying to say, hey, don't forget me. Oh, don't you worry, sweetheart. We will not forget you. How could we forget you? I'm not at that point yet. My lines are still a huge mess. Hey, what? Look at this. Look at my lines. This is not about perfection at all. This is just trying to work the kinks out so that I can actually do fan art tonight. Anybody have any guesses about who those silhouettes were? Eh? Let's see. So her face. She had this flowing hair that comes down like this. But her wrist is here. She's like doing a really lame, like she's doing a very like now she looks like she's picking her nose, but she's doing a very lame like horns, like she's into metal music, but she's not really committed yet. She looks like she's either flipping us all off or she's whispering with her pinky or something. 2 minutes left. Well, let me actually, since I have 2 minutes left, go back to handing things. Trying to master the hand. Got it in this weird position that no one would ever hold their hand in. No one holds their hand like that. What is that? Nobody does that. I mean, I've never done that, but... And as we all know, I am the gold standard for how, for human biomechanics. She picking her nose. I said that she kind of looks like it, doesn't she? I've watched all these videos about how to draw hands, like they try to break it down for you, like it's this shape. And then you just have to add the thumb. Just add the thumb. Just add the thumb. It's not. You don't just add the thumb because the fingers do other things. Fingers don't just do that. They do other things and they all have to line up. Oh, sorry, I'm just ranting. Hey, Fox, it's never late. We're just doing, we're just working on figure drawing. Wait, bread late. Well, as long as you brought enough bread to share with the class, I forgive you. Ooh, here we go. Oh, this is a 10-minute pose. Oh, I can take my time with this. I'm gonna get an all new clean sheet of paper for this one. Okay, 10-minute pose. Oh, I better do this one right though. I don't rush this one. So sure. So my teacher taught me to go with the shoulder, like to draw the shoulder, the line of the shoulders, the spine, the direction the spine is twisting, and then the hips. And then that is the way you get sort of started with the figure. And then from the hips, you can go to the knees, the ankle. Of course, now that doesn't work so well if everything isn't in a straight line. Like her knee, this other leg is kind of going forward and then coming back, so it's going to be truncated. Like Hachipas, oh, no worries. You have to finish house chores. Hey, that stuff's a necessity. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that you made time to come join me. Bye. Thank you, Hachipas. Oh, thank you. Hey, Z, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the land. Welcome to the lunaverse, where all things are possible. I think, I hope. Unbridled optimism is always possible. Let's see. So it's okay. You may hear me make strange sounds. It's really just me grumbling to myself about myself. So her hip is up here and her butt starts right because they have to kind of match up. But it's she's kind of bringing it forward. Breaking out the coconut juice. Refreshing. All right, guys. Oh, so I have scheduled. I am almost done with the schedule for next week. It's a good one. I mean, they're all good ones, but it's gonna be, so guess what's gonna be on St. Patrick's Day? I am going to do on the 17th, on Wednesday, I'm doing the crazy foods. It's gonna be great. Oh, see, I don't like the way that's coming out. Try again. I think I blame the color of that particular pencil. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it purpley. Holding poses for 10 minutes, geez. Oh yeah, that's why this is technically, if you go to the video, this is a photo. She's in a photo. I don't think that she could hold this pose comfortably for very long. I'm gonna try a different technique of drafting this out, because the other one wasn't working for me. If it ain't working, just try something different. If it ain't working, give up. Nah, kids, don't give up. Just try something new. All right. If it ain't working, give up. Done. Sock puppet. Here's where this is the part where I was talking about where it's like her foot is like her other leg is like pulled forward a little bit, so it's not like they're like, oh, but make sure you line up the hips. Well, they're not lined up. They're all wonkadonk, you know. And then she's got feet, and everybody knows feet are the worst. That's just like a fact of that is just a scientific fact. If at first you don't succeed, beat on it with a hammer and blame the tools. Absolutely. Hey, Hattas, welcome. Boopin' the snoot. Do not boop the artist while they art. They're already very frustrated, so you do not want to arouse their wrath. Rouse a wizard's wrath. Do wary of making a wizard angry. Sorry, I took a detour into my childhood there for a second. I'm back. Oh, well, welcome. Thank you for joining. This is me struggling to do figure drawing. But you know, you know, I don't give up easily, so. You know, I don't mind that foot there. Giving you JoJo vibes. Yes, I give lots of people JoJo vibes. I didn't know who that was until I was told that that's what I did to people. Giving them the JoJo vibes, that is. I had to go do research. And then her chin is like, she's got this really muscular set of shoulders, which I kind of envy. Cover up the feet with random pouches. She's got a ponytail, which is unfortunate because she has such long hair, it gets in her face, it looks like. It impedes her posing ability, I feel. But, on the other hand, there's her ear. And then, it's okay, I guess. That's okay. But she has another sneaky boob. Sneaky boob peek. Sneaky peeky boob. Oh, thank you, Turley Tuft. Random muscle bulges. See, because she's leaning into this one, she's sort of like doing a twisted, like she's all twisted into like a weird side plank too. So her butt sort of is coming toward the camera, but she's also like, I don't even know how she's in this position, to be honest with you. Her foot's kind of long. I got 1 minute left on this one. This one's okay. This one's not terrible. I will not lay awake tonight staring at the ceiling and picking apart this one. Because I'll be too busy thinking about trauma from my childhood. Who's with me? Can I zoom out at the end of the drawing session to see them all? Sure thing. You're never really ready for figure drawing, Fig. It's not like, okay, oh, that was the end. Oh, okay, cool beans. That was the end of the video. They ended with a 10-minute one. Okay. Yeah, because it was only a 30-minute video. Okie dokie. Well, let me get rid of that one. Oh yeah, that's right, because the, okay, so we'll stop the timer. All right. Hey, Cyan, welcome. Yeah, sorry, Cyan, I'm sorry that I had to bail so fast. We'll do the rest of the setup tomorrow, I promise. Sorry about that. I just had to get ready and I had a lot of audio stuff to figure out, but thank you for coming to see my drawing stream. But yes, as I was saying to Fig, you sort of just have to start doing it. So I'll kind of rotate back to the ones I did. Oh, thanks, Cyan. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, there will be an epic collaboration of well, epic proportions. Me and Cyan are going to be doing Overcooked 2. It's going to be a hoot. Oh, thanks, Cyan. Okay, so here's that was the last drawing. So Modbot wanted me to go back through the rest of them. That I gave up on that one because it was supposed to be that one, but I was not liking where it was going. This was the sort of like she's being very naughty. Let me see if I can. Oh, there's a little random purple dot there. Oh, there's another one. That's my cursor. I see. She has a secret. Drawing on the right side of the brain. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Very good. Yes, drawing on the right side of the brain is a really good book for non-artists and artists alike. There's another one where she's lounging, and then I focused on doing her arm. Here's a kind of a collection. I've switched between colors so that I could tell the difference between everything and not get lost. My favorite one of this one, I think, is the red one. I think that one was the best. And this one, this was the first one. These were very busy. This one's kind of nice. This red one on the right-hand side is nice. Hi, Wim. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit. So we just finished up figure drawing. And now we're going to go into the main event. Well, I haven't done this in a while. Me either. So thank you all for joining me for my warm-up session. So let's see. So I have two VTubers that I'd like to make art of. I don't know if I'll get to both of them today, but I think I'll start with the one that feels less intimidating. And I will pull up a reference photo in OneMo. I'm gonna just take me some hydration. Hey, Jams! Well, Edgerman, thank you for joining me. I'm glad that you drew along with me. Or at least it sounds like you did. Union Queen Minty. No, but good guesses. I did Queen Minty already. Which doesn't mean I won't do it again, but... Let's see... Open... Oopa! Let's see. Where are my references? Let's see. Desktop... Not there. Let's see. Streaming. Oh, saving them on the desktop. Thank you. Thank you, Modbot. Here we go. Here we go. So, one of them, someone guessed Uni. Uni is one of them. She's the more intimidating of the two for me to draw. But the other one is, she's a smaller VTuber. She's, Heavens to Betsy. Betsy. She's on Twitch. There she is. That's the reference photo I pulled of her. I'm gonna pull that out so that I can have her next to me. Yeah, she's super cute. So she's based on, her character's based on old cartoons from the 20s through the 30s. And she's a goat. She's a goat tuber. Yeah, she's got hips. That's what I like. I like her design. I think she's got a really unique design. And I always kind of respect anybody who kind of breaks the mold a little bit when it comes to design, because I thinks outside the box in terms of design. Because I am very much in the box. I am solidly. I have the box has internet and AC and a cozy blanket and constant, AC if I need it. But some VTubers think outside of the box for designs, and I appreciate that. So yes, if you look for her, she's on Twitter, but she's also on Twitch, and it's Heavens to Betsy. Her channel's called Heavens to Betsy. So we're gonna start with an underdrawing, and I think because of her the subject matter, I think I'm going to make her a first I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that I can get more look on get a better view of my workspace. And I think I'm gonna make her kind of in like a pin-up pose, like kind of cutesy pin-up pose. Hey, whatever beef you've got with Wim, that's you. You leave me out of it, okay? It's just jams. You leave me out of it. All right, darker. Let's see. All right, so we'll do an underdrawing first. You plan to be a mute, invisible donkey-themed VTuber. Wow, very avant-garde. You might be able to get an NIH grant for that. So she's going to be sort of in a seated position, so I'm going to create like a little, actually. A little bale of hay, because she's a goat. Actually, I'll get in close for you guys. It'll help me too. I'm sorry, not NIH, NIA. National Endowment of the Arts. Not NIH. NIA. I'll just have random stationary objects on screen and play 70s instructional records on a clapped out stereo in the next room. Dream big, Case. Don't let anybody dull your sparkle, okay? Not me, not Fig, especially not, not Reno, not the memory of Reno, not the memory of Gus. Okay, good night, Fox. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Let's see. See what I mean? I'm already made her head too big. That's okay. I'll get back to it. I want her to be kind of cutesy, like she's got her but I want her to be facing the audience. Maybe she's being bashful. Made her ankles too narrow, but that's all right. We'll get to it. Really, I just put the hay bale there to give me something like to refer to have her sit on. Gotta figure out how to do the hands. She's got cute, cartoony hands. They're very like, they're quite large. She's a goat. I think they're supposed to be reminiscent of hooves. She had an older model where her hands were darker, I think, and were supposed to be hooves, but. Let's see. How do we want the ladies to look? Luscious, obviously, but in what capacity? They're just kind of busting out there, aren't they? I guess if her hands were over there like that, we'll go move to her face. She's a cute little nose. Too much is never actually too much until the back pain. Right, right. She has these cute glasses. And these cute, oh my gosh, these cute little like side pigtails. This one will probably go to the over here, hang off the side here. And then got these. Now the horns are a bit confusing because they're the way that I think they're supposed to be angled backward. But I'll just sort of use hers. Well, I'm using hers as a guide anyway, but you know, I'm trying to do my own style. Though I remember being told the perfect size according to lingerie designers was like a C or something. It's always like, yeah. According to who, right? Who design, and also who's designing lingerie? Who's lingerie for? And she's got the cute little like shoes, little like tiny little tippy tappity, old timey. It's hard to see at the moment because it's in a rough sketch, but let's see. And then why girl pants not have legit pockets? I'm Your guess is as good as mine, but I will say, I no longer... I only buy clothes now, or I buy clothes with pockets. I don't deal with any of that crap anymore. I don't deal with that pocketless stuff anymore. It's just... It's too hard. Let's see if I can create a little bit more visibility here for myself and all of you. Down here especially. Just removing some of this excess. Let's see. Oh, wrong tool. I think maybe her boobies are covered by her hair, and I don't want them to be completely covered by her hair. Do this. It'll be just peeking out, just a little bit. Etc., etc., yes. Years ago, a big motorcycle gear manufacturer got taken over by a woman, and her mic drop was to empty her pockets of a bunch of stuff and walk off stage to thunderous applause. Nice. Oh, and she's got her ears, yes. Can't forget the ears. I love her ears. I actually felt a little bit bad because I thought that, I initially thought with Heavens to Betsy, for some reason in my head I thought of that common name for, some people give their cows Bessie. And so I thought she was a cow VTuber. But then I read a little bit further into her lore, as it was, in her backstory, and I was corrected. Luckily. Okay, so that's gonna be, actually, one more thing. And then, oh, and she's wearing stockings. She's wearing, like, cute little, they're like, thigh highs. Thigh highs with, hopefully I can do this in a style that I can call my own. She has little clips to keep them up. Not exactly garters, but she has feet. She's wearing black heels, but they're very like thick and chunky, so they're made to look like hooves. I think that's they're reminiscent of that. Let's see. All right, so that's the underdrawing. And I'll bring her back so that you guys can see the reference photo before I go on. Or maybe I will, can I? Let's see. Let me see. Let me get rid of some of these things. Oh, I see. There we go. So that's she. So let me see. I don't know if you can see her feet in this photo. Yeah, so she has little, like, it's hard to see because of she streams in black and white to kind of go with the whole thing. So she has, you can see she has little, like, little cute little foot. They're shoes, but they're footies. Yeah, she has a cute little. That's a really good way to think about it. A good rockabilly vibe. Exactly. All right. Oh. Okay, so that was her. That's her underdrawing. So let's go to the main event. We'll lock that down. Well, actually, we'll make it a little bit harder to see. Why isn't it? Why isn't it? Normal layer. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. There we go. No. Interesting. Oh, maybe I'm on the... Okay. All right. Wrong one. There we go. Make that a little lighter. New layer. I think we should get some rockabilly background music, but copyright. Yeah. So, speaking of art, another thing that's happening next week on my streams, on my schedule, is that I am going to be doing a drawing collab stream with 2 other streamers, Nebulux and Cepheus, and we're still working out the details, but that'll be fun. That's going to be toward the end of the week. And I'm going to be doing my first Hindi stream. So I hope that some had expressed interest in. See, is that the one I want? Is that the pen that I want? Some had expressed interest in seeing me do a Hindi stream, so I'm going to do one. We'll see how it goes. My plan, because the thing with language learning streams is that the balance is always whoopsie doodles. The balance is always trying to do something that is both useful to me as a learner and entertaining for you as someone who is watching, right? So I had to kind of think about that for a while and think what could I do that you guys would enjoy? But also, something that I will find useful. So what I settled on was I thought it would be really cool to, and this has an element of audience participation as well. Take a well-known fairy tale, like Little Red Riding Hood or something, and rewrite it live in, a simple version of it in Hindi. And you all could help me out with that. Like, you could help me with, I could say, well, the story starts this way. It starts with, once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mother in the woods. And then, based on you guys' preference, you could say, oh, well, yeah, and then, this happens. And then I'd find a way to phrase that in Hindi for the story purposes of the story. And I thought that would be very, very fun. Because then you guys can say, oh, and then this happens. And that way you're not just sitting there watching me write a story in Hindi. And what I'll be doing is, on the screen, I'll be typing it out in Hindi, in the Hindi language, and explaining a little bit as I go. So, I don't know, that's kind of my plan at the moment. Exactly, yeah. Because there are other options, like I can't do, a lot of people do Duolingo, which is fine. It's cute because you can do the little sentency lessons, but and I'm not obviously I'm not fluent in Hindi because I'm still learning it, but I'm not I'm intermediate mode, so I can't, it's not going to be helpful to me to do Duolingo anymore. I thought I gotta do something that's a little bit more, that helps me a little bit more than that. So that was my compromise. So I'm looking forward to that. That one's going to be at the end of the week. And what else am I doing next week? Oh, I'm playing a new game next week. A game I have been wanting to play for quite some time. Ever since I started streaming, actually, I've wanted to play this. Other games were on everybody else's mind, and so I wanted to kind of crowd please for a bit. So this one I'm going to be playing a game called Raji, and it's based on basically a lot of Indian culture and Indian art and Indian architecture, and it's really beautiful. It looks really beautiful. It's an exploratory kind of RPG-esque. I like that. I do not like that part. So I'm hoping that will go over well and that everyone will enjoy playing that with me, coming along with me as I learn to play that. I've tried watching some of the Holo JPs like Noel doing Duolingo, but it's still mostly in Japanese, so it doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, I imagine it's really only interesting if you yourself are also a learner of that particular language. But then again, I have had people request Hindi who aren't learning Hindi, so I think that's why the interactive component is really a big deal to me. I don't want to just have you there, you all show up, and as happy as some of you might be to just watch me learn Hindi, I get a lot of enjoyment out of interacting with you during a stream. And I can't do that if I have to be completely engrossed in what I'm doing. This whole idea of writing a story in real time, like a simple story, nothing... You might not even finish it during the stream, but it'll be like, the Little Red Riding Hood, and then you guys will help me decide what wording to use. And then I'll tell you if I'll be like, Case, I don't know what the Hindi word for anti-disestablishmentarianism is, so we're gonna have to find a different word. Hi, Noni, welcome. Yes, it'll still be primarily in English, yes, of course. She looks kind of sassy, like she's being naughty. Just make it up. Sounds like a Hindi Mad Lib. Oh yeah, definitely. Those crazy kids in chat, they don't know what I'm talking about anyway. Actually, let me erase that. I'll be over here like, yes, I see. Your art is cute, Luna. Oh, thank you, None. Thank you. I am gradually, very slowly getting used to the tablets. Tablet. I don't have multiples. Tablet. Because, it's tricky stuff. Not my usual media. Thank you, None. Looks good so far. Thanks, Sumio. I didn't sing for you when you showed up. I didn't go do my Phil Collins at you. I didn't Phil Collins you to death. I'm slacking. It's been a rough week, okay, man? There we go. That should be okay. Thank you, Toynbee Idea. I still can. Okay, it's true. It's never too late for some Phil Collins. Su-su-su-mio. There. Let's see. Nice. We need Luna drawn decals. I still gotta make you guys buttons or badges or something. Or no, like the sticker. Yeah, you guys wanted like auto stickers. You wanted to ruin your cars with my stickers. But he never actually came up with a good name, so he rolled with it. Hey, and it worked, right? I am studying Japanese to English. Oh, good for you, Nani. That's not easy to do. Here, when I started learning Hindi, I got a new appreciation for non-English speakers, who are learning English as a second language. Because from a grammatical perspective, I would say that Hindi is much easier than English, or rather it makes much more sense to me from a grammatical standpoint than English. And then you realize, like, in English, how many rules are broken all the time. And it's amazing that anybody ever learns English, because it's just like, well, this is a hard and fast rule of grammar, except when you do this or this or this. So remember these 20 exceptions and you'll pass, the test. I feel like her other foot should come out here a little bit, right? Yeah. Just a little bit. He's like pointing her toe. I'm from the Midwest and I'm quite used to novel English. Yeah, and then so when I talk to people, so when I speak Hindi to Hindi speakers who like native Hindi speakers, they're always very kind, and they're always like, "Oh, your Hindi's so beautiful and it's so proper." It's called Shuddh Hindi. Shuddh Hindi is, like fancy Hindi. And I try to explain to them that I appreciate the compliment, but that it's actually a challenge for me, because if I'm speaking this sort of quote unquote elevated level of bookish Hindi, then I can't, it becomes harder for me to understand native speakers, because they're using, for lack of a better phrase, street Hindi, with all the colloquialisms and the slang and the truncated grammar and everything. And so if your goal is communication, rather than accuracy, then actually what you want to learn is in a way the incorrect Hindi. And so I try to explain this, and but on the other hand, I love, so much of Hindi has been kind of overtaken by English words, and so there are like, when I first learned, the Hindi word for university there's a word for it. It's called Vishwavidyalay, but nobody says that word. They all say university. So if I were to say to a taxi driver in India, "Take me to such and such a Vishwavidyalay," they would have no idea what I was talking about. We have regional words like John in Philadelphia. I reckon I gets the gist of it all. My favorite Southern phrase is all y'all, because Because somebody decided that the raise y'all wasn't all-inclusive enough. So they just said, no, it's all y'all. Is there any Hindi dialect that's as wild and out there as Australian English is compared to like Midwest or American British? Hi, Kamui Kushi. All y'all is so good. It's so good. All y'alls. Don't forget this. All y'all. Forget y'all. Forget all y'alls. It's true. I'm sure there are. I'm not. The only other. There are many dialects of Hindi, actually. The only other one that I am familiar with from a grammatical or vocabulary standpoint is one from Rajasthan called Marwari. And Marwari is, it shares a lot of vocabulary with standard Hindi, but its grammar is a little different. Hey, no worries, Silas. It's only 9:18 and I'm only just starting. I've only got the line art really down for my first drawing. I'm really pleased with how she's coming out. I was worried, I was nervous because I was nervous about doing this live. Because when you're doing, I've done a lot of stuff like this, not live. And it's always easier when you're not being watched. But I was worried I would be really bad at it. But it's coming out pretty cute. She's cute. 77 minutes ago. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry your heart. Actually, let me get rid of that and do her glasses first. Is this Betsy? It absolutely is Betsy. The one and only. We're not here to judge, we're here to vibe. Well, I guess you could be judgy. You could be judgy about it. You don't strike me as the judgy type, though. Yeah, see? Fig's here to judge. He knows what he's here for. See, now here's where the horned position kind of messes with me because I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna make a judgment call in that they're curving forward and back again. So that I'm trying to judge how to draw the lines in her ears and her horns. You're the hot dog type? Oh, you're welcome, Kamui Kushi. I love that you are. I was talking earlier about how I like VTubers that kind of break the mold in terms of their design. And so that's kind of what I like about Miss Betsy here, and what I liked about your design was that it wasn't the typical, well, look at me. Hi, Nightcore Sanami-chan. But yeah, so I just appreciate the stylistic choices, different stylistic choices. So now I want her to have, so she's gonna have, the glisten in her glasses. I probably won't get to coloring them tonight because I have to figure out how I want to do patterns and everything, but Luna's art helped me figure out how to want my character to look. I was on the verge of changing it. Aww, I didn't know that. My goal, I'm in Clip Studio Pro right now. Clip Studio Paint, sorry. And my biggest gripe with it so far is that I haven't really been able to figure out how to apply patterns in an easy, user-friendly way. I've looked at a couple of tutorials and it's just not as user-friendly as Photoshop so far, so I kind of save them as line art and color here after I'm finished with them, and then I apply pattern in Photoshop and then finish them up back in here. So I go back and forth between different programs. Those lines look like blush lines. Oh, they do. Well, I was gonna do, and this is why it's not gonna look right, is that I was gonna do my own little typical, I do my little cheeky blush situation here. Although it would be higher for her, it would be up here. Although she's got this situation going on, so I'd probably do like this. and then use a goat. So maybe I just put that in there. And then I would usually do my little knuckle. I do a little like articulate the knuckle here. And then I would articulate the thumb joint and probably the wrist too, if I were doing one of my other styles. I don't know. I'm in kind of limbo when it comes to styles right now. I don't really know where it's going or what to do with it, or one of those things where it was working for a while and I was liking it for a while, but now I'm not too sure about it. I like to do little swirls for the elbows and the knee joints. Or I used to do that for like to like articulate the calf muscle. Let's see, and she's I'll leave that out for now. Character looks like she's hungry for something. I hope it's a delicious salad. By the way, hi Luna. Hey Jeep, how's it going? I think she looks like she has a secret. You mean the no, I am into it. The problem is that I've been doing it for a while now, and it could be that I'm trying to force it to work with things like this where it doesn't really work too well, or where it's harder to make it work. It could be that I just need to figure out how to use patterns in a more effective way to create the segmentation that I like. But I do like the style. Like, I used to do, like, this would all be segmented if I were, I would be going, her, that would be segmented, her lower arm would be segmented. That would probably be where I would put her, the segment for her elbow, other elbow. She'd have, like I said, she'd have like a swirl that would be a part of her kneecap. Do this one, it's easier to see. The other one would be matching, it'd be on the other side. But yeah, it's just, as an illustrator, you do something a certain way for so long and it works and you're known for it maybe. And, but then I guess you just sort of start to get a little bit bored with it, or you're not sure where to go with it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So part of the reason why I'm so into character art right now and doing these fan art stuff is because it feels I feel like less pressure, because it's the character's already pre-designed. It's fun. It's a fun way to connect with the VTuber community. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun characters to kind of explore. And it helps me, it's sort of a non-threatening way or a non-intimidating way of exploring that style and trying to decide where to go to from here. Yeah, so my idea, I have a couple of like paths, I guess, that I'm considering, that I'm experimenting with, and I'm already started doing it. First I'm gonna take off the underdrawing. See where, oh, well, her little thing went away, but I can replace it with something else. My usual, I tend to, when I'm in a funk and I can't figure out what I want to do, I will do something like I'll go to a museum and I'll draw artifacts in a museum, a history museum or an art museum, or like I'll just go to a whole bunch of museums and I'll draw things from the museum. And that kind of provides me with some stylistic reference from different cultures and different times in history, and it gives me, it gives me a reference point. Kind of helps help me figure out where I am in the story, artistically speaking. But as you probably know, not a whole lot of museum going happening right now. That being said, I can do I can go, there's some museums are doing online exhibits. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Shift. But that's on my list of things to do, is to go through online. Any museum that will have an online exhibit, is to kind of leaf through those showcases and kind of draw. In much the same way I was doing the life drawing today, draw the artifacts there and kind of get inspiration from that. The hardest part of character design, designing characters. Indeed. It's easy to over-design a character, I find. It's easy to go too far. Google up museum at Prairie Fire and be wowed with some architecture. It changes and moves. That sounds cool. Hi, Jay. My avatar is really cute. Well, thank you. Thanks. Oh. All right. Let me see. Anywhere else I want to go with this? I do kind of want to do a little bit more in her ears. Let me actually, what I probably ought to do is look up the reference. What happened to her reference photo that I think I lost it. But. Casey has amazing museums. Oh, who has amazing museums? There's a good museum in there's a museum of Asian art, I believe, in San Francisco. And that's a very good museum. Go to sleep then, Sanami-chan. Go to bed. This is a cute drawing, I must say. Thank you. Yeah, I think she's done for now. Her line art is done, I think. I'll color her in and do the patterning and post her up. But there she is. There's my sweet little, my mischievous little Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. Check her out on Twitch. She's awesome. She's very cute. Chicago Art Institute. There's Massachusetts. There's the Massachusetts Museum of Modern Art. Massachusetts Museum of Art, not Modern Art. Museum of Art, which has a lot of art from Asia and art from Egypt in it, and different, all different kinds of stuff. Let me save this. Let's call this Betsy. This is Betsy. Betsy line. The Sci-Fi Museum in Seattle. That was pretty cool. Ooh. The Science Museum in Boston is very good. They had a Lord of the Rings exhibit once that I saw. That was cool. All right. Now to go on to the one that scares the crap out of me. Let's see. We'll probably get, for this one, we'll probably get the underdrawing done before before the end of the stream. Maybe not the whole thing, but let's see. Here we go. There she is. Wakuyuni. How scary can it be? It's ironic. It's scary. You know what's scary about it is that, again, Fuwaku Uni stylistically is kind of very unique from the general pool of VTubers, and so that is what's scary about it. What's also scary is that there's a lot happening here. This is a lot happening, and not in a bad way. There's just a lot happening. There's stars and colors and rainbows and you know, and gradation and patterns and everything. So there's just a lot happening, and so the scary part about it is focusing my attention where it needs to be to get it done. Can I draw a strawberry? Why? Are you having a hankering? A hankering for a strawberry? Let's see. How do I want to draw Fuwaku Uni? I'm tempted to kind of make her alicorn form, like her non-human form. Actually, that might be kind of funny. That actually might be really cute. Like, because I feel like she would, her alicorn non-human form would be kind of like a Shetland pony. She has a very dynamic and loud avatar. Yes, she does. There's a lot of look happening. And chubby feet. Yes, very cute chubby feet. And her sprinkles. Yes, please recommend a unique looking VTuber for sure. You know what? I'm gonna make her Shetland pony alicorn version. Ah, Lisa Frank. That is, she does. She does give off Lisa Frank vibes. I like that. Oh, whoopsie-doo. Did it again. Whoop. There. Etsunamu, a tree spirit. Ah. Part 2, yes. Etsunamu. Modbot, would you make a note of Etsunamu for me, please? Oh. This be our sketch layer. Of course, I don't have a Shetland pony reference, so we're just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna make it up. Oh, yeah. Lisa Frank apparently is horrible, or working for Lisa Frank is apparently hell. Heroic amounts of cocaine. Admirable amounts of cocaine. Okay. You know, her actual animal form might actually just look like a My Little Pony. Charlie Sheen amounts of cocaine. I don't know. That's a lot. It's a lot of cocaine. This is gonna be cute, you guys. Yay! Okay. Abraca winning. Have I seen Lisa Frank art? Like, other than just the, like, Trapper Keepers and folders and stickers and stuff? No. You're missing nothing. I don't think so. I imagine it's a lot like, what's his name? The one that painted that horrible guy that painted all of the cottages and, like, pastel-y cottages and like, creepy, idyllic, villages and stuff. What's his name? Are Trapper Keepers still a thing? I don't know. I just don't know. I just miss them, okay? I miss them. So convenient. I think I should change the ears, though, because otherwise I won't be able to see her wings. Thomas Kincaid. Yes, the Kincaid. He was a monster. And he's still, his estate's still making bank. He's apparently, well, yeah, his art is the bad, I mean, his art is bad, but the man himself is just a horrendous human being. Then there was, the guy that did all who was the guy that did all the, like the space leopards and the space whales and stuff? Like the realistic paintings of whales and leopards and tigers in space. They were always in space. Sandy Skagland. Let's see. Got like a fiery tail. Wellen, Michael Wellen, that's it. Michael Wellen, I do love me some Michael Wellen. Oh, bye, Saname-chan. Have a good night. There's a lot of space whale images on Google. That is fair. Michael Wellen also does a lot of dragon. Like, he did a lot of old book covers for fantasy novels. A lot of dragons. Fanciful animals, then paints them and puts them in an installation and then photographs them. He loved his bikini woman riding dragon paintings. He did also he did love the booby dragon ladies. I mean, classic Wellen. that crazy Wellen. Feel like not chubby enough. Not the original is chubby, but I just feel like as an alicorn, she would be cute and chubby. Dragonlance covers by Larry Elmore. Does anybody remember, gosh, apparently I don't remember, Dragon Riders of Pern. Those books. I tried forever to get into those books, but they were so boring. They were so boring. I think I might have gotten through one. I wanted so badly Because it was like Dragon Riders of Pern. If you can't call yourself a fantasy novel lover if you don't like the Dragon Riders of Pern. And I was like, but I don't like the Dragon Riders of Pern, and I love fantasy. Who am I? What is my purpose? Petlocks. You mean the little, like, little thing he's hanging down? The little, what are fetlocks again? I just searched Betsy and I'm sold. I love her black and white classiness and her soft-spoken yet well-spoken style. I'm a fan of classic cinema, too. Yeah! She's sort of like a relaxing... She's a breath of fresh air. Hoof floofs. The hoof floofs. Now, do hoof floofs fit into the whole thing here? I could make them fit in. They're like part of the jacket. Let's do the hoof floofs. Hoof floofs. Don't forget the right dorsal widgemahoozit. Don't Shetlands have them? They might. I said I was basing it off a Shetland pony and then proceeded to not pull up any reference for a Shetland pony, and I'm just sort of guessing. Shetland ponies, my memory serves me, apparently they're very mean, actually, but they're like fluffy and fat and stout. I feel like... Why are tiny things so mean? I think it's because they have a chip on their shoulder. I think they feel like they're tiny and so the world will take advantage of them, so they have to be extra mean in order to make up for it. But up them's fighting herds. There are never any shortages of dad jokes in these chat streams. I approve. Let's see. I might be able to get basic line work done on this one before we have to say goodbye tonight. I'll need to add the details that will make it truly Fuaku Uni, like her little bow, her rainbow bow, and her something reminiscent of her sailor suit. And the stars. Gotta put the stars in the tail and the mane. Hamsters are the most evil gerbils. Actually, I would argue that gerbils are the most evil gerbils. Go into line art. Oh no. I just realized her body looking like that. Well, there's also an awful lot of purple going on. Why aren't you getting any bigger? I want thick lines. Thick, adorable, cartoony lines. Actually, you know what I should use then? For effect pen. Oh, but not that big. Not that big. Not that big either. Okay. Ooh. Stabilizer. Now I'll go back to the G pen. Yeah, that's better. Guinea pigs always strike me as being a little bit nervous, a little bit too nervous, right? So that hole that's in my cabin wall is the residence of three rats. So I have their company at all times with me, which is kind of nice, actually. They aren't mean and they make cute noises. Sometimes that's all you need. I like capybara, but small rodents are meh. You could ride a capybara. Those are big suckers. Maybe not really ride a capybara, but... I would like to believe that maybe a slightly smaller rodent could ride a capybara, perhaps. A chinchilla, perhaps. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I heard that chinchillas you need to give them dirt, which seems like it wouldn't be an easy thing to do, but they need like special dirt. Space sneeze. Well, thank you. In and fill in the lines with something else, a little more special. Add some flair. You've pogged me, sir. I owe you a great debt. A great debt of pog. spiral horn. Classic. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Try to sneak a project bike into the garage. Nice, nice. Sneaky sneakies. Just chilling. I get antsy without something to wrench on. I'm kind of the same way. I gotta have a project, you know? Gotta keep myself busy. Which is easy nowadays because I've got my ship to fix, but there are times when I have to go searching for something to do, where I start to get a little bit cranky. Anxious. I don't like the way that's coming out. I'm gonna pull it back, pull it back. Writing story and show templates, backing up data, making a new commercial, and I think there's more, but there's always more. Isn't there? There's always more. I always have more ideas. It's so floofy. Ah, thanks. Maximum floof. I'm constantly coming up with ideas for streams. And other stuff too. Gotta remind myself, one at a time, quality over quantity, Luna. Well, I hope some of you will make it to the stream tomorrow morning, because it's going to be awesome. I've not really played Overcooked. I mean, I've practiced with it ahead of time, of course, but not in stream. I've not played it in stream, so it is a cute game. I'm really excited about it. Floof overload. Loverload. I promised Uni that I would also design, we have a hashtag, Team Starstruck, for when we do, for if we ever do, like, collabs in the future. And I promised that I would design us uniforms, and so I still gotta do that. I mean, I guess our uniform could just could be this. We could get inside it like a giant alicorn puppet and totter around. All right, I want to add some line work to that tail of hers. And I got to add the stars to her mane. And obviously got to add color, of course. This music is so chill and comfy. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Tim. I'll do a little cleaning before we go. Not fun, but necessary. Gorging on all the breads. Hey, look, she looks happy to me. All right, I'm gonna fill in her tail with patterns and other fun stuff to finish her off. But that's her cute alicorn My Little Pony version. It's kind of cheating, I guess. I am going to do an actual humanoid form of Uni as well. But I had this in my head. This kind of popped into my head, and I was like, nope, doing that now. But there is Uni after gorging on all the bread. And here's our sassy Heavens to Betsy. So I'll color these in and finish them off, and I'll post them on Twitter. Hey, Moonbeams. We're just finishing up actually for the night. Let me save this. This is Uni. I'm gonna call it Unipony. Awesome. You both turbo comfy. Your unicorns should just be pajamas. Our uniforms should just be pajamas. Our unicorns should just be pajamas. 7 a.m. for me, perfect time to go to sleep. Hey, or at least have a good nap. Well, thank you everybody for joining me for this drawing stream. I hope you had a nice, relaxing time. I hope that it eases you into the weekend, and I hope to see you all for the stream tomorrow. And if not, I hope whatever you're doing instead is bringing you joy, or bringing you rest, or perhaps both. Rest and please sue me sleep schedule. Well, hopefully not. So thank you guys for coming. That's it for tonight. Join us tomorrow for me and Cyan for Overcooked 2. And you guys are awesome. Thank you again. This was super relaxing. All the stress. I was so tense at the beginning of the stream, and I feel so much better now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a good night and or a good morning wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you in the next stream. Have a good weekend, everybody.